Have you ever pondered the question of faith in a world thrown into chaos? As we delve into the realm of literature, we find ourselves in the midst of an epic saga penned by Tim LaHaye and Jerry B. Jenkins. This saga, known as the Left Behind series, takes us on a journey through a world grappling with the aftermath of the Rapture as prophesied in the Bible. The book we will explore today is the second installment of this series, titled Left Behind: Tribulation Force. The Tribulation Force, as the title suggests, is a group of individuals who find themselves left behind after the Rapture, a time when believers are said to be taken up to heaven, leaving the rest of the world in chaos. These individuals, our heroes, are bound together by their newfound faith and the shared mission to spread the word of God amidst the tribulation. The tribulation, according to biblical prophecy, is a time of great turmoil and devastation. It's a time when the world as we know it ceases to exist, replaced by one filled with chaos and confusion. In such a world, maintaining faith is a challenge of monumental proportions. In Left Behind: Tribulation Force, LaHaye and Jenkins delve deep into this challenge. They paint a vivid picture of a world in disarray, and within this world they place our heroes, each battling their own internal and external demons. Yet, what binds them together is their unwavering faith. The question then arises, how does one maintain faith when the world around them is falling apart? How do our heroes find the strength to believe when everything they see tells them otherwise? This is the question that lies at the heart of Left Behind: Tribulation Force. The exploration of this question leads to some of the most compelling and thought-provoking moments in the book. It forces us, as readers, to reflect on our own faith and how we would react if faced with similar circumstances. In a world gone awry, where do our heroes find their faith? Stay tuned for the continuation of this story right here on YouTube. As we delve deeper into the plot, we find our heroes grappling with their newfound faith. In the midst of chaos and uncertainty, four individuals find themselves drawn together by shared belief and common purpose. Our first character, Rayford Steele, is a seasoned pilot, a man of logic, now navigating the turbulent skies of faith. His daughter Chloe, a young woman of conviction, finds her skepticism challenged, her world turned upside down by the events unraveling around her. Amidst these two, we find Pastor Bruce Barnes, a man of the cloth, once complacent in his faith, now awakened to the reality of his calling. His path intertwines with that of Buck Williams, a journalist known for his pursuit of truth. For Buck, the truth he now seeks lies beyond the realm of headlines and scoops. These four characters, each from different walks of life, are united by a common thread: the desire to form the Tribulation Force. This is no ordinary team, but a group committed to standing firm in their faith amidst a world spiraling into chaos. Their journey is not an easy one. Rayford grapples with his role as a leader, burdened by the weight of responsibility. Chloe, on the other hand, wrestles with her doubts, trying to reconcile her rational mind with her growing faith. Pastor Bruce, once a passive observer, now finds himself actively engaged in a battle of spiritual proportions. His task? To guide the Tribulation Force through trials and tribulations. And then there's Buck, his journalistic instincts now serving a higher purpose, his pen mightier than ever as he chronicles their shared journey. As they navigate through the labyrinth of their shared destiny, they find their faith tested and their resolve challenged. Their struggles are palpable, their journey fraught with uncertainty. But in the face of adversity, their shared belief becomes their beacon of hope, their unity, their source of strength. Their resolve strengthens, fueled by their shared belief. But will it be enough? Every tale of faith and courage is incomplete without the shadow of an adversary. In our story, this shadow takes on the form of a man named Nikolai Carpathia. A man of charm and charisma, his silver-tongued words are as captivating as they are chilling. He emerges from the ashes of a world in disarray, stepping onto the global stage as the newly appointed Secretary General of the United Nations. To those unaware, he appears as a beacon of hope in these troubled times. However, for our protagonists, the Tribulation Force, his rise to power is not a beacon but a blaring alarm. They recognize Carpathia for what he truly is, the prophesied antichrist. His charisma is not a virtue, but a weapon, a tool to sway the masses and consolidate power. His promises of peace and unity, while appealing, carry an underlying threat. The world is not merely changing under his leadership, it is being shaped, molded into an arena for a battle that is as ancient as time itself. In the midst of uncertainty, the tribulation force stands resolute. They see through the veil of deception, recognizing the peril that Carpathia's reign poses. But understanding the threat is one thing, confronting it, quite another. They are not merely up against a man, they are up against a force that has twisted the course of human history, a force that now has the world in its grasp. Nicolae Carpathia, the Antichrist, is not an adversary to be taken lightly. His charm is his armor, his words, his weapons, but the tribulation force, armed with their faith and their courage, are ready to face this formidable foe. The stage is set, the players are in place, and the battle for the soul of the world is about to begin. In the face of such a cunning and powerful foe, can our heroes stand firm? In the game of faith, challenges are but stepping stones to triumph. The members of the tribulation force, a band of believers, have indeed faced their fair share of challenges. The path they walk is not an easy one, but they are not deterred. Their faith stands as their beacon, guiding them through the darkest of times. Each member of the group carries their own personal trials. Rayford Steele, a former pilot, grapples with the loss of his wife and son in the Rapture. His struggle with grief is a constant companion, yet he channels it into a deep, unwavering faith. Buck Williams, a renowned journalist, bears the weight of his profession's skepticism, while also battling the internal struggle of his newfound faith. Chloe Steele, Rayford's daughter, and Bruce Barnes, a pastor left behind after the Rapture, also have their own hurdles to cross. Their personal trials are not the only challenges they face. The growing influence of Nicolae Carpathia, the charismatic and enigmatic leader, poses a significant threat. His smooth talk and persuasive charm have swayed many, but the tribulation force sees through his facade. They know he is the Antichrist, and they stand against him, even as the world around them falls under his spell. And then there's the skepticism of those around them. In a world that has witnessed the inexplicable disappearance of millions, many still refuse to believe. They mock the tribulation force, deriding their faith as foolishness. Yet the group stands firm, resolute in their belief, undeterred by the scorn they face. But amid these challenges, there have been triumphs. When they successfully share the truth of the gospel, when they manage to sway even one person from Carpathia's grasp, it's a victory. They've managed to establish an underground church, a beacon of hope in a world that seems increasingly dark. Their efforts have not been in vain. Through their trials, their faith has only grown stronger. Their resolve has hardened, their determination unwavering. Their triumphs, however, are not just for themselves. Each person they bring into the fold, each soul they save, is a triumph for all of humanity. It's a victory against the forces of darkness, a beacon of hope in the face of despair. Their triumphs serve as a reminder that even in the darkest times, faith can shine the brightest. The tribulation force has indeed faced challenges. They've weathered personal trials, battled against Carpathia's influence, and stood firm in the face of skepticism. But each challenge they've faced, each triumph they've won, has only served to strengthen their resolve. They've shown that faith, even in the face of adversity, can be a powerful force. Each challenge faced, each triumph won, strengthens their resolve. But the greatest tests are yet to come. So stay tuned for the continuation of this story right here on YouTube. Faith, they say, can move mountains, but can it withstand the force of the Antichrist? This is a question that the characters in Tribulation Force, the second book in the Left Behind series, grapple with as they face the looming threat of the Antichrist. The protagonists of the story, ordinary people thrust into extraordinary circumstances, find solace and strength in their faith. Amidst the chaos of the post-rapture world, they cling to their beliefs, their faith serving as an anchor in the storm of uncertainty. And it's this faith, this unyielding trust in the divine, that not only sustains them, but also empowers them to fight against the forces of the Antichrist. The power of faith is a recurring theme in the Left Behind series. It's depicted not as a passive acceptance of fate, but as a dynamic force that drives action. The character's faith is not a crutch, but a catalyst, spurring them to resist the Antichrist and his malevolent plans. Their faith is their source of hope, their beacon in the darkness, their compass guiding them through the labyrinth of fear and doubt. But faith, as the book illustrates, is not without its trials. It's tested and tried, pushed to its limits. The characters grapple with questions, doubts, and fears. They wrestle with their faith, questioning its power, its relevance, its very essence. And in their wrestling, they find that it's not the absence of doubt that defines faith, but the courage to believe despite the doubt. In the face of the Antichrist, their faith transforms into their shield, their weapon. It's their faith that gives them the courage to stand against the tide of evil, to resist where others succumb, to fight where others falter. Their faith is their shield, their weapon, but the battle has only just begun. As we delve deeper into the Left Behind series, we'll see how their faith continues to shape their journey, to define their resistance against the Antichrist, and to illuminate their path in the darkest of times. As we peer into the future, we can only wonder, what lies ahead for our brave heroes? In this unpredictable world, the Tribulation Force finds itself at the precipice of numerous challenges and adventures. The future, as it unfurls, is a labyrinth of trials and tribulations, a maze that our heroes must navigate with courage, resilience, and an unwavering faith. Imagine a world where the stakes are higher than ever, where each decision could mean the difference between survival and calamity. Our heroes are stepping into this world, into a future that is as thrilling as it is treacherous. Every action holds weight, every choice echoes in the corridors of time. The Tribulation Force, our band of fearless warriors, are poised to face this future head-on. They are prepared to grapple with the unexpected, to confront the unknown. They know not what lies in wait, yet they are ready to meet every challenge with unyielding resolve. In this future, their faith will be tested like never before. It will be a crucible, a test of their convictions and their courage. Will they falter, or will they emerge stronger, their faith unbroken, their spirits unquenchable? Their path is not for the faint-hearted. It is a path of peril, fraught with danger at every turn. Yet it is also a path of hope, of redemption, and of unwavering faith. And it is this faith, this unshakable belief, that empowers them to face the future, to brace for the storm that is to come. Our heroes are stepping into the unknown, into a future where every day is a battle, every moment a test of their resolve. But they are not alone. They have each other, they have their faith, and they have the courage to face whatever lies ahead. The path ahead is fraught with danger and uncertainty, but our heroes march on, driven by their unshakable faith. Every story has an end, but in life every ending is just a new beginning. As we come to the close of our exploration of the gripping narrative that is left behind Tribulation Force, let us not forget that this is not the end. Indeed, it is but a chapter in the ongoing saga. The journey of the Tribulation Force continues, and with it, our journey too. This tale, rich with themes of faith, resilience, and the human spirit, serves as a testament to the power of stories to reflect our deepest fears and hopes. It's a story that prompts us to question, to reflect, and to grow. It makes us ponder over the strength of the human spirit, the trials it can endure, and the triumphant heights it can reach. The narrative of the Left Behind series is not just a series of events, but a continuous journey, much like our own lives. The twists and turns in the plot mirror the unpredictability of our own paths. The struggles of the characters remind us of our own battles, their triumphs of our victories. Their journey, fraught with challenges and bolstered by faith, mirrors our own voyage through life. And so as we close this chapter, let us carry with us the lessons we've gleaned. Let's ponder on the themes of faith, resilience, and the indomitable human spirit. Let's reflect on the journey of the Tribulation Force and anticipate their next steps with bated breath. Remember, dear listeners, every ending is the beginning of something new. As one chapter closes, another waits to be unveiled, brimming with promise and possibilities. The tale of the Tribulation Force is far from over. It continues to unravel, packed with more adventures, more trials, and more triumphs. So as we leave you today, we encourage you to keep the spirit of the story alive, ponder on it, reflect on it, grow with it, and most importantly, anticipate it. Stay tuned for the continuation of this story right here on YouTube.